Hi everyone, welcome. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome to I'm Destiny Calling Tarot, and Taurus, welcome to your weekly read. This reading is going to cover the time frame of April the 19th through April 25th, 2020. So we're going to get started. I just wanted to take a few deep breaths, a little bit of a breathing exercise here, kind of just to calm everyone, bring in the peace, release all the tension. So let's take a great big deep breath. Just release any of the negative, toxic energies. Another deep breath, guys. Do you feel them leaving your body and leaving your energy field, leaving your aura, leaving your area? Yeah, let's take another deep breath. Whew, that's going to allow us to bring in the good stuff. Let's take one more deep breath, guys. All right, that brings in all the positive, yummy energies our way. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is taking care of each other. All right, we're going to get your energy oracle card here. So this is a general Taurus collective read, and of course the dates are really just guidelines here. So keep that in mind. We're all in different parts of our journey. All right, I'm going to ask that Spirit join us. Spirit, please provide an overall message for Taurus. What in the message did you want to have come forward for Taurus? Whew. First card out, guys, says, balance. I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. Are you feeling this? And if not, are you working towards this? Excuse me. All right. Let's get some more details before we get into the nitty-gritty of the tarot. I get some additional messages for you just because we can. Why not? All right. Spirit, please provide some additional messages for our Taurus collective. All my favorite Taurus people out there in the world. Little tiny cards. Let's see. There we go. Whew. They're tricky. All right. What messages, Spirit, did you want to come forward for Taurus? All right. We have richness and breath. All right. So we have richness. Search further. The deeper you explore this issue, the more truth you will find. It will be well worth the effort. All right, and then we have breathe. Something we just focused on here. It says take a few deep breaths and accept that sometimes things just don't make sense. Soon enough, everyone will come to their senses to see the situation for what it is. So for those of you that needed to hear that, everything doesn't need to make sense all of the time, and we don't always need to have all of the answers. Believe it or not, that's part of the beauty of life. I think by acknowledging that, that's really going to help you to get into the place of balance. All right, let's get into the tarot. We're going to get clarifying details here for you. Spirit, please provide clarifying details for Taurus. Let's take a look at what we have so far. So you have one, two major arcana. All right, guys. So first card out here is Four of Swords. So you're very much in a recovery state, believe it or not. This is a very positive card. It's really assuring you that you can really go ahead and look forward to your journey going forward. If you are still in your recovery period, that is because you've been through some intense activity or pressure, and just really soak it all in, release any of the burdens. This is a time for you to not stress when the rest of the world is completely stressed. You're seeing things for what they are, you're seeing the bigger picture, you're understanding that you have an opportunity here to rest and recover if need be. For those of you who haven't come to this phase yet, it's gonna be really a time that's going to allow you to get the zest of life back into your vibration. It's really going to be all about first resting, recovering, recuperating, and then it's going to be more of a focus of increasing your vibration to a higher vibration, right? Staying out of all of the negativity, the negative lower vibrations that are going around at this time. You really want to make sure that you're not draining your very vital resources, and that can also relate to staying balanced, of course. So body, mind, and spirit, making sure that you're equally focusing on these things. If you feel that your body needs to heal, then make this your primary focus, but don't neglect your mental, your emotional, your spiritual needs at the same time. Next card up is the Major Arcana card for you, and it is the Lover's card. Major Arcana, of course, is a bit of a more of a change in your life as opposed to a Minor Arcana card. So this could be some form of growth that is happening. This could be some form of maturity that is taking place. I'm sensing that there's some form of a it's a really life-changing decision that is going to be coming into your reality. Whatever the decision is that's being made, it will be, there's something about maturity here that's really resonating quite a bit. It's about really making the smartest, wisest choices right at this time. The things that feel the best for you, the things that are really the best all around for the good of all. So really when I see this come up, it's all about any previous tensions, conflicts really being resolved. So at this point, where you're recovering, It's the second indication here that you either will be recovering, you are recovering, or you're finishing some form of recovery because you've let go of any conflict, you've let go of any tension. You're in a state of knowing that what you can't control is not going to consume you. Your focus, and it's all about focus, your focus is going to be placed on things that you can control, what it is that you can do in this moment in time. Sensing as well that there's going to be some form of likely partnership where you're working towards common goals. This is going to be a really big focus for you over the next few months, for sure. Some people as well are really, if you're younger and you're looking to begin life on your own, taking steps forward towards independence, this might not be the best time right out in the world, based on the economy and all kinds of things that might be holding you back. This is really about you preparing yourself internally, mentally, emotionally, to get ready to take that leap forward. This is about planning. It's really about planning the steps that you can take going forward once the opportunities open up again in the future. There's something here as far as the more truth that you will find. So there's something here regarding truths being exposed. So whether you or not you were searching or not, truths of a situation are going to be somewhat unraveling in front of your eyes. Queen of Pentacles, next card. This is all about generosity. Sensing a very grounded energy. So you're very willing to support those that are close to you during this time. You're very open to nurturing and supporting in any way that you can. This is a great card of stability. And Taurus, you're very well known for your stability. So this is a great sign that it's going to allow you to have comfort in that area, so that is one other check mark in the box so that you can remain balanced. I do sense that there is some form of protection here. So what that can mean for you is it would be some form of spiritual guidance, some form of spiritual guardian angels, making it known to you in some way, shape, or form that you are fully protected and you have happy times ahead. You have both mental, emotional, and material wealth in those areas coming your way. So overall, I mean, you have great things to look forward to. So even though things seem a bit of despair or uncertainty right now, for much of the globe, you actually are sensing, you just have an inner knowing that things are going to work out. Things are not going to remain the way they are forever. Things, this too shall pass. You know that you are moving into a new world, new time. And you do sense that what is coming forward to you, for you, in your existence is the best possible thing that you could really ever hope for. Page of Swords, this is about intelligence. So this is about being practical, having practical advice, giving practical advice, being a really good judge of character. It's about having order. It's about your acquired wisdom. And you are being quite observant at this time, so it's really telling me that there's not a whole lot that can come into your energy field and really throw you off. You're anticipating it even before it makes its appearance. 5 of Cups. This could relate to unhappiness. So it could be unhappiness that you're experiencing in a relationship. So it could be a romance or a close friendship, or a partner who starts to become somewhat physically distant. So there needs to be some resolution in that aspect. So if you find that there's a lack of intimacy in some area of a relationship, it's better not to replay the past in this situation. It's really best at this time to be in the moment, live in the now moment. Make sure that you're making this a focus if it's distressing to you during this time. So you're going to want to really make you're going to want to make a big effort to make sure that you are communicating, to make sure that you are expressing what it is that you need, and really opening up and listening to what it is that your partner or significant other or whoever it is that you're dealing with is also opening up and making it clear as to what they need and what they want and what they expect during this time. Because really that's the only way you're going to move forward. I find the great thing about the situation that we find ourselves in at this time is that it's really allowing people to not continue to move forward in the ways that we have in the past. We are kind of deciding that, wow, this really is an eye-opener, and I have the opportunity to authentically be myself. I can communicate that to others, I can show that to others, and I fully expect that from them as well. So you're really coming to an understanding in your relationships, which is fantastic. As far as wanting 100% openness, wanting to be authentic, wanting to let each other in on a deeper level than maybe you have before. 5 of Swords. So this can relate to defeat in some way. So what I'm sensing here is this is about there's potential here to try too hard to resolve a problem, but there's really no way to succeed in this problem. So it's time really to come up with an exit strategy. It's really all about moving on. So if there's something that feels that it's just a constant battle for you, this is really the time to let it go. This also is another reminder as far as your debt or potential poverty is what it can stand for. So it is really important that you watch your budget, you watch your spending, you watch You watch every penny where things are going during this time. You really want to make sure that you're in charge and command of your finances. And don't exhaust your emotional energy during this time. You have a perfect opportunity here to allow your emotions to be known to yourself, to be known on a spiritual level, to be a guide for you as to what it is that you should and shouldn't be doing. But at this time, it's not fully about the emotional aspect. It's more so about balance, right? So you're focusing on all areas. Nothing is more important than the other at this point in time. Page of Cups. This is going to relate to guidance. So this could really be about good news coming towards your relationship. So I'm sensing that there's a lot of, and as odd as it sounds, there's a lot of practicality that is in your romantic relationship. Which during these times, if that is something that's working out, that's a really great focus during these times. I'm not saying that that is the end all be all to there being nothing else that matters in the relationship. I'm sensing that that's one of the benefits, right? So when you're looking at your pros and cons, that's a really good pro, especially during these times to have. So let's focus on the positive, and that is definitely a positive. I do sense for some, very big message right now is that you're going to need to provide some support and some guidance to your children. They're very much going to need some extra help right now. That's a pretty big message. All right, next card. Next card up, we have Pentacles. We have 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles. This can indicate hardship of some kind. So this could indicate if you're not careful, you could develop some form of worry regarding finances. You could feel that you're fearing having mounting debt or actually losing out on material possessions even. The great thing is during this time, a lot of isolation is happening. So I feel in your reading what this is really relating to is it's an opportunity, right? It's an opportunity where there's no real social activity that's going on during this time. Those funds that would normally be spent are not being spent during this time. So make that a new fund where you would take the normal social activities money that you would spend and put this into a new fund so that you can make a new plan going forward. And then once things, we're never going to go back to the old, right? We have a new normal that we're moving towards, and we will have to adjust and adapt. But things will slowly start to progress and move forward. So once things do, and you have new opportunities coming your way, you're going to have a little bit of a nest egg there that you can kind of dip into and make the best possible decisions going forward for yourself. And you're not going to feel such a struggle as well. So it's really practical reading I'm sensing right now. You're very, very, very focused on the practical, and that's really keeping you in a lot of balance. Two of Wands. This is representing a reliable partner. So I'm sensing that a relationship here is going to, and if it hasn't and you're working towards it, the efforts that you're putting in are definitely going to be paying off, because this is representing equality in relationships. So you're both managing your domestic arrangements or responsibilities really well. You both are managing your business, your career, your earning potential. You're managing that very well in your individual efforts. And any new projects that you take on together in your partnership seem as though they are protected as well when this card comes up. So when I see this here, it's really any work that you're putting in at this time regarding your relationship, if it means restoring some type of a relationship, working on issues that you've had during a relationship, this is a time where things will really become more strengthened, and all of the work that you put in will really be worthwhile. And I can definitely say that because the last card here in your reading is the Wheel of Fortune. Sensing the joy, sensing even change, the change that comes along with this. So overall, you're allowing yourself to, you can go through the changes of the light and the dark sides that exist in life on this planet as a human being, and you're really allowing the changes to come and go just like the season. So that's a really great space to be in. That's a really great energy to be holding on to, and really just allowing yourself to feel the moments of joy. This can also represent fate. So it's really going to be important for you, I sense, to have your belief, what you believe, what you feel is important to you, what you feel you want to focus on, is what you are going to be manifesting in the next few months, right? So what we're focusing on, it's all about focus. When we focus our energies, our vibrational energies, when we focus our thoughts, when we focus our emotions towards a specific situation, all of that focus is all about focus. Where your focus goes, things grow, right? So it's all going to be all about you focusing on the positive things that are working out in the now, and you're going to be placing your focus in the areas in your life at this time that are top priority for you. Yes, you're going to remain balanced in all areas, but there may be one area that's going to stick out a bit more. So you're really going to put in the focus, because you understand that things are going to change. Life is a constant change, and you're going to go with the flow, but you're also going to understand that there's always going to be a focus. You're always going to have that focus that you're going to put all of your might into, and you're really going to start to see some really great benefits at this time when I see this Wheel of Fortune come out. Major Arcana, so you have lots of potential here with this energy. So So like I said, with the truths coming forward, this might be an opportunity for you to heal a relationship. This could be an opportunity for you finally to step into your relationship, may be transforming into what it was ultimately meant to be long term, if that makes sense. So it might actually be transforming into, you likely are going to go through different phases, so you might be actually transforming into a different phase. So it can be a new, exciting way to look at things. I find it really fascinating that this came out when it says breathe, because I do sense that this is something that you internally and instinctively make as your focus when things become tense. You kind of just, you step back now and you take those few deep breaths. You look at the sky and you tell yourself, this too shall pass, right? All right, so let's take a look and see what we have for an inspirational message for you. Really great energies right now, as far as stability and practicality, and there's nothing wrong with that during this time. This is really, I sensed it was all about solid foundations, and I think this actually goes along with your annual forecast for 2020. This is going to be a really important thing for Taurus. Having really solid foundations built now, because you're moving into a different time. We're all moving into a new earth, a new way of being, a new way of living. So you are actively working towards the solid foundations now that you will see and benefit from once things start to take form. I don't think you've really built up the excitement yet for what is coming forward, but I do sense that you feel that it will be coming. You're just not there as far as the excitement level yet, because you're so focused on building that solid foundation. All right, so we have, your card fell out. It says, I trust that life wants the best for me. And it says, pay attention to how your life is unfolding. Notice how life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. And like I said, based on things that are happening that are out of our control at this time, I really truly do feel that it's going to allow us to maybe pay attention to things that are important that we weren't paying attention to. And it's really allowing us to shift our focus where we may not have done this unless we were forced to. All right, one last card, guys. Spirit, please provide one additional message for Taurus. All right, there's your card. It says, I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. So I definitely don't feel any fear in your energies. I don't think you're focusing on the fear which is going around during this time. But when there are moments which are normal and natural during these times, that there could be moments where it creeps in and you just have that background sensation of something potentially not feeling right or not feeling good, and having those concerns and those worries. It's really about making the conscious choice of choosing love. So during those moments, it's about making a decision to focus on love, to focus on things that feel good to you. It's about the feeling. It's changing the feeling of fear to the feeling of love. So really, it's all about your focus again. So where are you going to point your focus? Are you going to point your focus in the area of fear, or are you going to put your focus in the area of potential and opportunity? It is a choice. It's a choice for all of us at the end of the day. All right, guys, so that's the end of your read for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. I'd like to thank each and every single one of you for watching these videos. And of course, if you haven't already, please go ahead and click on like. And for those of you who are new to this channel, don't forget to click on subscribe if you'd like to come back from week to week. I want to make sure that, also to put a little quick shout out to everyone who is contributing in such an amazing manner right now to humanity, and who are frontline workers who are putting in time, and they're really jeopardizing potentially their own health. And not only that, but they're taking away time from their own families, which to me is, it's one of those things that I have to have the utmost respect for those people. And I think we really need to put a lot of our focus and energy towards helping them, sending them good energy, really stepping up and being there for them in any way possible. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. I will see you next time. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Bye.